Hello there, everyone. TheAndrata here, and welcome back to episode 16 of our All the Mod 7 Season 2 Let's Play series, where today we are changing Minecraft history for TheAndrata going forward. This episode is going to change every single playthrough that I do, basically, as long as it's possible. So, yeah, let's get started. Welcome back, my friends, to another wonderful episode here in the world of TheAndrata in All the Mods 7 Season 2. Where today we're going to work on a couple things. So, in between episodes, didn't do much. Just, we'll let our ethylene gas burning generator generate, do some stuff. We're sitting pretty with power. We're inputting 1,000 basically into this. Our limit's disabled because that's all we're using. So we really can't kind of see right now the theoretical, usage of how much power we can generate here because we can't, we're not using enough power. So it's not outputting enough because there's nowhere for it to go. So I did switch this up a little bit. It was mentioned in the comments that I used to have this universal pipe here on our energy. Our energy extract was set to back here, which this is a gas input or output. This is gas movement. Remember, the gas burning generator is funky. You can't change how it inputs and outputs. There's no UI for IO. And so we have our put energy slot only on this side, which is where my flux plug was. So I changed it up a little bit. I moved our I set up an advanced universal cable here from mechanism to extract so it can pull out. The advanced universal cable can input and output at like 50,000 RF per tick. So that should be more than enough that we have, and that's going to go into our gas generator, which has its limit disabled. On that pipe, I also have it set up for our pipe upgrade, or our universal pipe, which is going through there. So we probably don't need to have this flux point anymore, to be honest with you. Can I get my Paxel back? So we shouldn't need this flux point. We should no longer have issues with power. Yeah, not enough room in output. We shouldn't have power draining ever anymore. Everything should be good because our gas burning generator is going to push power into here, which is going to push power into here. We had to set up the universal cable instead of just using this universal pipe because flux plugs do not connect to universal pipes. It has to do the way, it doesn't connect to pipes at all. It has to do with the way that universal pipes only attaches to blocks the way that it's set up is weird. It's to be lag friendly. It only attaches to blocks that actually output power. And since our flux plugs don't, it won't connect to this, or at least it's as far as I'm understanding. Flux points output power, so it's fine, but flux plugs don't. So we can't use these pipes to connect to a flux plug. Anyway, outside of that, didn't do much. Literally, that's basically all we did. In the comments of my last episode, we had set up our lava gen and everything, and it was mentioned to me by one Scott Christopherson, who has been a longtime viewer of the channel, and he gave me some fantastic advice, and that is that if we wanted to get infinite lava, why set up a ranged pump like we have? The ranged pump is only going to be able to go, it's going to go down, but it's only going to be able to go out 64 blocks, and eventually we're going to run out of lava. It may take a while. It may not even be in this playthrough that we run out of lava, but at some point, we're going to have to move our ranged pump. And we talked about it in last episode. If we need to move it, we will. However, he had mentioned to me, why not use a create hose pulley coupled with a thermal fluid cell and our ender tank and use that to pump the lava? And I was like, well, I thought it was complicated. I thought it was going to be a challenging thing to do. I'm going to have to set up some sort of create power gen out in the nether. I didn't know how much stress it was going to use to set up our hose pulley and everything, because this always said moderate stress and everything like that. And I'm like, I don't know how this works. And I just never wanted to deal with it or anything. Turns out super simple, especially if you have something like a thermal fluid cell, which will pull power from, or it'll pull liquids from a adjacent block, right? It not just auto input, but it pulls from that block. So what we do, if we set up a hose pulley in the nether, bring it down with our hand crank and just drop it down to the ground or bottom level, hook up a thermal fluid cell next to our hose pulley, set it to pull from the hose pulley, it will pull the lava through infinite lava. You don't have to have create power except for the hand crank to get the hose pulley down to the bottom. But yeah, that's basically it. So we're going to go, this is what we're going to work on. It's going to be a little process because in order to get our fluid cell, we're going to need to get cured rubber. In order to get cured rubber, we have to smelt regular rubber. In order to get rubber, we have to either turn a latex bucket into rubber or use some vines or something along that line. Latex bucket is going to be made in a fluid encapsulator with the bucket. We don't necessarily need the fluid encapsulator. We can always bucket out of our arboreal extractor. But the latex is going to be made in our arboreal extractor with a jungle log. Okay, jungle tree. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go through this whole process, this whole setup. So we're going to start with our arboreal extractor. Arboreal extractor, fairly simple to make. Gear, bucket, redstone servo, some glass. So we go ahead and do this. I miss auto crafting. I don't have auto crafting set up yet. Is this only going to be that gear? It is. It's the expensive gear, not the cheap gear. And a redstone servo will get us one arboreal extractor. Now we can make more of these if we wanted to. I don't know if we're going to need any more at the moment. But in order to get our latex, we need a jungle tree, right? We don't have jungle. This isn't a jungle. I don't see any jungle around here. What are you? Not jungle. That's palm. So we're going to have to buy a jungle sapling. So let's grab ourselves an emerald. Luckily, we have a miner that is mining for us automatically out in the, mining dimension. We do want to talk about that too, by the way. Let's grab a jungle tree. Or, well, jungle sapling, really. Then we're going to have to get some dirt. Let's get a little bit of dirt. And by a little bit, I mean an entire stack. And you know what? What I would like to do is get some cardboard from Mechanism. I'd like to make a smaller tree. Jungle trees grow very large. If you see my Enigmatica 6 series, I've done it this way, in Enigmatica 6. So I'd like to see, can we get we can pulverize just any log into sawdust. We're going to do that. Okay. So let's go ahead. We have a pulverizer set up here. Let's grab some logs. We'll do the palm logs. Like, really, I don't need these. We're going to let these pulverize and get us some sawdust. Perfect. With that sawdust, we can combine that together and make 2 boxes of cardboard. I need just 1 more box of cardboard. If you didn't know, cardboard from Mechanism is like one of the most fantastic, blocks in existence. It picks up blocks, picks up tile entities, picks up things, picks up spawners, picks up anything. Look, I want to pick up this log. I go like this. Now I got the log in a box. And then I can put the log down. And the convenient thing is that it maintains NBT data when you do so. And that's why we made this cardboard. For when we grow our tree, we need to keep the NBT data of some of our leaves. That way we can make a smaller tree and trick the game essentially into thinking that our small tree is a full-size jungle tree. I don't know what the limitations are on jungle saplings. Let's go ahead and we'll give it a little bit more room. Do a 3x3 so we can plant it in the center. You're going to go here. We're going to grab ourselves some bone meal. Some bones. Do you turn into bone meal? You turn into bones. And then you turn into bone meal. There we go. Okay. Oh, and we got a little baby jungle tree. That's not too bad. So what we're going to do is pillar up here. One more. Thank you. We're going to pillar up and we're going to grab ourselves 1, 2, 3 leaves of jungle log. Bam. And then we can harvest the tree. Maybe prudent to keep a jungle tree around. Did we get another sapling out of it? We did. We can replant it if we need to, if we need some cocoa beans or something like that in the future. But for now, we're okay. Sticks, jungle logs. We're going to keep 3 of our jungle logs. We're going to put our bone meal away. This sapling can go away. And we have our 3 cardboard boxes. So let's go ahead and set this up somewhere. We can set it up. Yeah, honestly, right here is okay. It's kind of going to match with that tree. We think that's okay, guys? I know you can't hear me. I'm talking to myself. That's kind of sort of what I do, isn't it? Anyway, let's go ahead and get our jungle logs. So we're going to place these down. 1, 2, 3. Do I have anything vertically above me? I do. Let's also clear out a little bit of this tree. I don't want to cut down this tree and then accidentally cut down my jungle trees that I have here. Probably wasn't a good idea to put this here now that I think about it, but that's okay. So we're going to do this, and then we have 3 jungle logs or leaves that are here. So the game now thinks that this is a valid jungle tree. right? Even though it's only 3 blocks and 3 leaves, this is a valid tree. And we can validate that by taking an arboreal extractor, placing it down, give it a few seconds, give it a few more seconds. You know what? Now that I think about it, having it next to this dark oak is probably going to not make this work. Just thought about that. All right, well, let's try this again. We're going to grab our leaves again. Remember, the arboreal extractor doesn't need to be anywhere specific, so let's try again. We're going to go, we'll just put tree right here. Tree here, right? Let's do 1, 2, 2, 3, and leaf, leaf, leaf. Unless this changed, unless some change with 1.18 made this no longer work this way, this should work. It's 100% how I've done it in Enigmatica 6, and it works perfectly over there. We've got about 14 trees that we are extracting from. Hello. And arboreal extractors don't need power. You can put fertilizer in here, but it should be doing the thing. What we should get is this should change colors here in here when this is working. And it does not seem to be the case that it is working. Where's my other jungle sapling? Oh, I actually had some. I guess I went to a jungle at some point, grabbed some saplings. Oh, you know what? I needed cocoa. I needed some brown dye. That's what it was. Bone meal. Oh, we got an even smaller tree. Perfect. All right, arboreal extractor. You going to do the thing for me? This is a natural, well, not naturally grown, but it's a real tree. Look, it worked immediately. Okay, something must have changed. 1.18 changed stuff up, I guess. This no longer works. We can go ahead and chop down our fake tree. Yeah, those leaves disappeared with fast decay, which means that it was counting it as a valid tree. If you know, that wouldn't have worked if it wasn't. So I don't know. Maybe we're not allowed to cheese the arboreal extractors anymore. It's just safe. It's space saving, you know? Instead of having to have a giant tree and figure out a farm, you can just set up these little weird tree pillars and you're good to go. Oh, whatever. Okay, so we have latex being produced. It's going to produce very slowly, though. And unfortunately, I don't really have any way to boost the production with the time in a bottle or anything. I can put bone meal or Phytogrow in here. What about Phytogrow? Do I have the ability to make some Phytogrow? I imagine I do. I'm pretty sure it's like Apatite is going to be the best option for this. And some niter and some sand. Let's throw a little bit of Phytogrow in there. Does that count? That's a fertilizer. And then maybe some thermal upgrades. Do I have any floating around? Not really. Auxiliary reaction chamber ain't going to do nothing for us. I don't think either of those have anything in them that will help us out here. 75. Well, I need at least, I'm going to need at least 2 buckets of this because I'm only going to be able to create 3 buckets out of this. So how about some vines? Do I have any vines in the system? Oh, our Phytogrow just kicked in. Oh, it is speeding up. How about some vines? I can't use weeping vines, can I? No. Dandelions? Do I have any dandelions? Can I just cheese like 4 pieces of this rubber somehow? No. And this is even sped up. It's not really that sped up. All right, we're going to rob Peter to pay Paul. We're going to grab, I think I have some upgrades somewhere. We got from a quest reward. And we're going to go ahead and put this in this arboreal extractor. Speed up, buddy. Hurry up. Go faster. Do more work. Maybe I can get another reward too. I don't have anything from thermal though. Let's just collect what we got. Coal site, enriched diamond, XP. All right, well, while we're waiting, we can go pop over to our builder because I wanted to talk about what happened there with our builder. It turns out it was not my fault. I didn't do anything that for the reason why everything stopped mining. It was all the mods devs. There was a bug. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Let's go pop over to our builder, check out, and see maybe we have some Aldemodium we can mine up too. It's sleep. Not that there's any mobs over there or anything, but I don't want, you know, a bunch of darkness. Okay. So mining dimension, let's check out, make sure that everything is working hunky-dory, not enough power, but it is going well. It's doing its thing. empty there. You have run out of coal. This is our only guy. Oh, still operating. He has an Allthemodium axe in there, but honestly, what is going on? Oh, I broke the chain. The coal is supposed to feed back into there. Haha. Well, we can increase our power output even more. Why? It's you that doesn't want to connect? Oh, no. Excuse me. There we go. And then if I do this and this, we can do this. And there we go. Oh, Sterling Dynamo can burn saplings, by the way, if you didn't know. I don't need saplings to be coming out of this. But I guess it doesn't hurt, does it? Yeah, because this is going to come out. Why do I have anything being extracted out of this? I'm confused as to what I have going on here. I don't know what this setup is. What's happening here? Let's get some sticks and throw them in here. Because coal is supposed to loop back into this. But I guess when I put this down, I broke it. Okay, coal is looping back now. All right. Now that I kickstarted the system, we should be good. And then sticks and stuff can go into the Sterling Dynamo. That's fine. Okay, we're back to working. Mining location. Jetpack, let's see. So, this mess is not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't have any settings set up wrong. There's an issue with the builder in version 4.0.2.40 or 24 or something like that, or 23. By updating the version .25, it fixes this. So I could restart my builder and it would mine all of this stuff up, but I'm really not concerned about it. Like, we're getting a lot of stuff. And hey, look at what we got over here. Some nice, beautiful looking Allthemodium. Oh, no, get up. Nope, get up. Land. I have such trouble with this thing. Okay, so with that Allthemodium, we can go ahead and mine it up. And this is Fortune 7, right? This is my pickaxe. And there we go. We got a little bit more Allthemodium. And that completes a quest. 17 Allthemodium from that. I like that one. Because that's going to double up to 32. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of Allthemodium. We lucked out on that fortunizing. Last time when we did fortune, it did not go that well. So our usage of this, I can't remember. I always forget what we do with it. But I'm pretty sure we macerate it, right? Yeah, this needs to go into our processes down here. Bam. So you're going to go just right into here. No, because you just probably dumped that down into that chest. Yep, it did. Oh, wait, no, we're getting Allthemodium ingots. It is processing it. It just gets dumped into this barrel. I guess Allthemodium is not. So this is a blacklist of that stuff. Hey, whatever. I'll pick it back up. Well, hey, now we have enough Allthemodium. We can probably make all this armor. So let's grab the chest piece first. I know we have enough, but I want the chest piece for sure. Grab the helmet. And how about the leggings? There we go. We have now become absolutely indestructible. Bam. Piglins are neutral. No crash damage when full with an elytra. And we have water breathing. No longer need to breathe underwater. Piglins are neutral. And we're immune to all damage sources using fire and lava. So we can literally jump into lava and swim around. Piglins are neutral. And no fall damage. Literally indestructible. It says indestructible because the armor is indestructible, but I am basically now indestructible because of this. Okay, with all of that said, let's go ahead and take a look at our boreal extractor. Have we stalled enough time? So close. And by so close, I mean we're actually quite far away. I would love for this guy to go faster. Let's grab our bucket. We can at least grab one bucket of this stuff right now. Hey, we got a bucket and we can convert that into 3 rubber. Is there any other usage of this latex bucket? Somehow to get 6? No. Any other usage of this latex? To somehow get more? No, literally just bucketing it up. It's the only thing you can do with latex. Okie dokie. Well, excuse me. We got 3. of the latex that we're going to need. We're just going to need a few more. So let's clear off our to-do list. We've gotten latex produced. We did this. We did this. We did this. We're also going to need kelp. Completely forgot that we're going to need kelp. Luckily, we live by an ocean. Is it nighttime? Can we sleep through this? No. So we should be able to just pop down here and get ourselves kelp by the bucket load. And remember, we don't have to worry about not being able to breathe underwater anymore. Note our bubbles are going out. That's okay. Once they empty, look, it just comes back. Perfect. You gotta love cheesy aluminium, but I love it. I do love it. We're gonna go ahead and do I have a smelter? No, I have a furnace. That's what we have. And the rest of this kelp can just chill in the system. So that's going to get us our dried kelp that we're going to need for this whole setup. Dried kelp is used in the creation of the hose pulley. So we can go ahead and grab our dried kelp block and then get our hose pulley set up. That's a copper plate and a copper casing. So we need a stripped log and a copper ingot. I like this manual process, but it's also kind of a pain. Stripped spruce log. Bam. Bam. Copper casing. Perfect. And then a copper plate is going to be if we roll a copper ingot. And we're going to do a couple of those just so that we have them. Bam. I took the generator from here, didn't I? Yeah. Did I? Or did I make a new one? Oh, no, I made a new one. Okay. I took the macerator. That's what I took. Okay. So with that, we can go ahead and throw that into there. And then we should now be able to make the hose pulley portion of this thing. Fluid cell. Let's make everything else that we're going to need. I should have, I believe, some hardened glass. Yes, I have some hardened glass still. So we have everything we need for this except for the rubber. There's the frame. That might be a quest. No. Fluid cell will most definitely be a quest, though. We can go ahead and dry our rubber. Or cure it. Sorry. Get ourselves a nap now. Oh, come on. And now have we stalled for enough time? Yes, we have. Hallelujah. Okay, bucket, go. Bam. Latex, go. Bam. To home, we go. Land, go. Rubber, go. Bam. 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 Fluid cell. Perfect. So then the only other thing we're going to need is our hand crank. We're also going to want the goggles from Create so we can validate that this actually is infinite, not Google's goggles. Engineer's goggles. That's going to require any glass. I don't have any glass. We can fix that. There we go. Okay. We can go ahead and put those on our head. Bam. Hey, look, they look cool. Okay, now we just need to go to the nether. Where could my thing be? I believe it was through the portal, right? I actually went through the portal and then I flew down. That's what it was, yes. Somewhere down here is going to be TheAndrata's nether thingy. Was it down here? No. I literally dropped straight into the lava and started flying, so it's on my map. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is cool. You know, we got this process. It is self-sufficient. It's pumping lava and everything. We're going to change it up. Let's get rid of the ranged pump. This is a very slow block. And we're going to build this up. So based on Mr. Christopherson gave me some nice screenshots of how we should set this up. I don't know why I'm afraid of the lava. I can literally just swim in it. Basically, you need a source that has 10,000, or a pool that has 10,000 blocks touching. If 10,000 blocks are touching, Create will consider it a infinite source, or yeah, infinite source, and you can pump from it indefinitely, right? I don't like the way that Jetpack, slow down here, buddy. Slow your roll. I don't like the way that that was facing. And I don't have a, do I have my create wrench on me? I do. Rotate yourself, please. There we go. No. The wrench can go on that side. I want the output to be this side. Okay, so we're gonna grab our fluid cell. We're gonna place it here, the back of the fluid cell. So if we go to our configuration, the back is going to be an input, and we are going to auto input. We're gonna speed it up. 8 buckets at a time is fine, and that is the back, okay? So the back would be blue now. Then we're gonna go ahead and drop our hand crank in. I do need to break this block. We're gonna place our hand crank, and we can go ahead and crank it up. Or crank it out. And you're gonna see the pulley is gonna be going down, right? Hose pulley is going down. So let's go. Wow, the hand crank generates 256 stress units. Caveat is you got to stand here and do it. I didn't realize it generated that much power though. So we're gonna go until the hand crank stops, I'm assuming. Tapping the mantle, industrial spillage. What does that mean? Pump from a body of lava large enough to be considered infinite. Bam, we didn't even have to do anything. I guess I can probably continue pumping if I really wanted to. But look, there we go. Kinetic stress input, bottomless supply. The targeted body of fluid is considered infinite. And since our fluid cell pulls the lava in, we have infinite lava available. So let's just do our ender tank. We can set our ender tank on this side, and then we can say the front is going to be an output. Auto outputs enabled, infinite lava. How about that? Make sure we're still all within the same chunk because I forgot to check that. Pop down over here, turn off our jetpack, break that, and there we go. Super compact, super simple. I like this. I will be using this in probably every single playthrough that Create and Thermal are in from now on. Because that was easy. Like, other than making the cured rubber, which just requires a little bit of infrastructure, you need some latex and all that stuff, this was like the easiest thing I've ever done in Minecraft. And I don't understand why I've never tried it before. Yeah. Anyway, with that being said, that's going to be it for today's episode. So if you enjoyed, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate it, and it really does help out the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.